One of the reasons why some people find improvisation to be such a monster task to tackle is that they don't have command over the basic elements of music. How I like to teach improvisation is akin to learning a language. And when you learn a language, you don't jump in learning the Shakespeare of a different language. You learn the basics. And so we all know that we want to learn our major scales, but a major scale doesn't necessarily translate into sounding like jazz. So one thing that I like to focus on is mastering just the 4 types of triads that there are in jazz music. And so if you want to think about those, that's the major triad, the minor triad, the diminished triad, and the augmented triad. So first, I want to make sure that we know all of the major triads. So let me tell you a little bit more about what it means to me to actually know this. When you know something, you're not thinking about it. If I have to sit down and think, okay, what's in the C major triad? C, E, G? That's too long. I need to know all 3 notes right instantaneously without having to think about what the notes are. Because if I'm improvising with a band and they're playing and then I go to play and I'm like, all right, what's my C major triad? We're on to the 3rd bar already and I've missed everything. So I have to know these things intrinsically so I'm not thinking about them. Even if you think you know these triads, it would behoove you to get them so well under your slide, your fingers, that you don't have to think about it. So let's check our major scales around the circle of fourths. So we're going to play F, B flat, E flat, A flat, etc. So if that was too fast for you, go ahead and take your time to get it at least up to that speed so that, again, you're not thinking about it. So if we change one note, the 3rd, the 2nd note, we make it minor, and we do the same thing. Maybe that's a little harder to think about. You're trying to manipulate one of the notes. All right, now we're going to challenge you even more. We're going to flat the 5th as well. So now we're going to make those diminished triads, starting on the same place from F. So we're going to play F concert, A flat concert, and then B concert or C flat concert. So now we're going to move on to probably the most unfamiliar one, where we have to go back to the major triad to start and then raise the 5th to get our augmented triads. So now we're going to play 1, major 3, sharp 5. Sounds like this. So